Okay.
Alrighty, hello, how are you? What are you doing? Get over here, it's time.
A new Manchester band, they're called Joy Division. They were called Warsaw once, but Joy Division has, I think, a nicer ring to it. And we hope that we're launching them on a real joy ride, as we have before with many others. Haven't we, Tony? Yes.
Seeing as how this is the programme which previously brought
Tony
you
hates that guy.
first television appearances from everything from the Beatles to the Buzzcocks, would you like to keep our hand in and keep you informed of the most interesting new sounds in the Northwest? This, Joy Division, is the most interesting new sound we've come across in the last 6 months. They're a Manchester band, with the exception of the guitarist, who comes from Salford. Very important difference. They're called Joy Division. This number is Shadowplay.
Shadowplay. Ooh, jazz. Loose alternate punk.
To the center of the city where a roads meet, waiting for you. To the depths of the ocean where all hope sank, searching for you. Moving through the silence without motion, waiting for you. In a room with no window in the corner, I found truth.
Sounds like some sort of early influence for Nirvana. Guitar player looks a little like the guitar player from the Talking Heads. Is it Jerry Harrison? I'm not sure.
In the shadow play, acting out your own death, knowing no more. The assassins all grouped and more lines dancing on the floor. And with cold steel load around their bodies, made a move to connect. I could only stare in disbelief as the crowds all left.
Like the dance moves.
I did everything I wanted to. I let them use you for their own ends.
Interesting drum sound.
To the center of the city in the night, waiting for you. To the center of the city in the night, waiting for you.
Chuck Norris on bass. Right, minimalist.
Shadowplay by Joy Division. I'd say you'll hear more of them, but I've heard that line so often. Now...
All right, the hosts are out to lunch.
I think we've had that issue with hosts before, back in the day.
This guy's
They're
like the guy
weirdly
from the Gray Whistle Test.
Yes, that's exactly who I was thinking of.
Snarky host.
You think he was being snarky?
I don't know. No, just his look. He had a slight snark to him. It's kind of like he didn't believe the words he was saying.
I just feel like they were all doing that. They were all trying to. I don't know what it is. They're like all like really weirdly soft spoken. The whistle test guy, the guy that was standing next to Joy Division in the beginning. I don't know what they're. I don't know. I just don't know.
So this says English post-punk band, but I would honestly say they're just a punk band.
Right.
I don't know how they're post when they formed in basically the year that punk exploded.
Right.
So it seems like just a punk band to me. I wouldn't say post.
Is post-punk some other kind of genre that we don't know, though?
Oh, I don't know.
Is it like a shoegaze?
I don't know.
In 1977, in the wake of punk rock, post-punk musicians departed from punk's fundamental elements and raw simplicity, instead adopting a broader, more experimental approach that encompassed a variety of avant-garde sensibilities. So maybe they are post-punk because they're almost like punk plus that interesting alternative thing that was just around the corner.
Yeah, it's definitely alternative.
So maybe it is. Maybe that's post-punk, a marriage of those two things.
Yeah, I mean, that didn't really sound so much like punk, but it was kind of had the punk vibe to it.
Yes.
Kind of, yeah. It's definitely like a genre in itself.
Well,
They might have pioneered that genre.
post-punk.
Yeah, I would. Okay, that's fine. I'd call it more like alternative rock.
Okay. All right. Well.
Tony Wilson. Haven't we heard of him before?
Yes.
He didn't have anything to do with Oasis, did he?
No, Factory Records. That's where we heard him.
Happy Mondays.
Yes.
I see. Okay, that's probably what I was thinking of.
Yes, I think somebody mentioned him in there somewhere in the comment section. No Tony Wilson, no Factory Records, no Joy Division, and no Oasis, says Benny.
So this band is very like, they seem like, art college dropouts kind of thing. That's the vibe I get. A lot like, early Talking Heads.
I don't think
That's CBGB's thing.
I don't think college is involved here.
Really?
That's from what I'm seeing here. They're just friends that separately attended a Sex Pistols show, and both were inspired by the performance. And they formed a band with someone else who also attended that gig. So that gig is the start of it all. It seems like they only were together for 4 years.
Uh-huh.
All
What were
right.
they called before Joy Division? Or that was Joy Division turning. There was another band that comes out of them? New Order. Right.
After
Gotcha.
a sad death. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah, that's kind of like a minimalist, slightly depressing music, in my opinion.
Okay. I could see them influencing a lot of people. I wouldn't be surprised if Matt Bellamy was somewhat influenced by this band.
I think they've done a Joy Division song.
Okay, well then there you go. There you go.
I think. All right. Well, that was interesting. Definitely a genre in itself that they basically pioneered.
Yeah. I mean,
or were part of pioneering.
Yep.
I feel like that was happening simultaneously in America as well.
The punk, what is it? Post-punk?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, like Television and Talking Heads.
Okay. Oh, okay. So, all right.
And
Interesting.
other bands that I'm not quite familiar with.
Right. Okay.
All right. Well, cool. Thank you very much.